Hey everybody, happy Friday. We had a request from somebody that follows. They wanted to see things that you can do dual surface. So like what papers, what materials can you do hard surface, can you do soft substrate, that kind of thing. So we're going to do a little series on that. Thought it was a good idea. Today we are going to do a mug with tattoo paper. Now, while it's not a permanent solution, if your heat press is broken, if you don't have access to a heat press and you need something super fast, it's an easy way to get that mug done. And we are then, our other substrate is going to be the Magic Touch CPM paper. We're going to do that on a coaster. So therefore you have a mug and a coaster that go together, and they're super cute because I designed them myself. Okay, let's get started. So you will need, we're going to do the tattoo paper first on the mug. So this is the Forever tattoo paper. It comes as a 2-sheet set. You've got your A paper, which is what you print on. It's kind of a heavier cardstock. It does have a back print, so you can tell which side to print on. This is the B sheet. This is going to be the adhesive sheet. One side is pretty shiny. The other side is kind of a matte finish. This is what applies the adhesive that will stick to the tattoo that you can then apply to your skin, to your nails, to your hard surface, to whatever you might want to apply it to. So we've printed this on our Crio 8432. Don't forget to mirror image. And there's no heat press needed for this option, which is kind of nice. So what we're going to do on this is we're going to take our B sheet. We are going to peel up the edge, fold back that little sheet just a little bit right there so you kind of have this to start with. You're going to lay it right on the corner of your A sheet. Just kind of like mirror those together a little bit. And then you're going to take a little squeegee or big squeegee, whichever. And you're going to pull this backing off as you smooth this sheet down, and then you're just going to squeegee it down. Now it tells you, oh, make sure, the instructions, make sure that you do the sheet exactly onto, no, you see what I did? No, it's not straight. It doesn't matter unless you're doing a full print. Squeegee it down real good. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you're done. Maybe pulled together a little bit better than what I did. But now we need to trim out. So they tell you to trim as close as you can to the edge of your print so that there's no overhang, because there is a adhesive backing that's on these tattoos, so it kind of has a little bit of a film that's left behind. You don't see it usually on, tattoos on your skin. You can do tattoos on your nails, which we could do a video on that later on for you guys. But on the mug, you are probably going to see a little bit of that. So that's why I'm saying it's not a permanent transfer, but it'll get you through a rough spot if you get stuck in one without a heat press, that kind of thing. And to make it a little more permanent, you could put like a glossy, can't think of the word I'm looking for. Polyurethane. Spray over it to make it a little more safe for washing, hand washing only probably, but it's probably not going to last like a sublimation mug, so don't expect that. Okay, now that we've got our transfer all trimmed up, this one is going to be our coaster. This one is going to go on our mug. I'm going to tell you that the hardest part of doing this is making sure it's on straight. So you will take your little transfer, you're going to line it up, and you're going to try to hold it here with one hand. Guarantee this is not going to be straight, but we're going to do our best. You're going to peel the clear film that is on this backing off of this sheet. you're going to notice, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's the clear sheet. This is a little sticky, so this is the transfer portion. And what I did was I laid it, I'm going to do it right here so you guys can see me. I laid this flat on the table. And I lined my mug up this way, as straight as I could get her. And then I just rolled the mug left and right. So now that the paper is on the mug, you do need a little bit of water and a sponge or a paper towel or something, because since it's a water applied tattoo, you're just going to rub it. Don't have to do a whole lot of pressure, and you don't need it sopping wet either. It works pretty well and it transfers pretty easily. When it starts to slide off, see how it slid a little? You're ready to take it off. Backing comes off, can go in the trash. Wipe your cute little mug off. All done. Now again, a little bit of film. Not a big deal. Very cute though. Okay, so that's my first substrate, which is a hard surface with the tattoo paper. The next one we're going to do is a fabric coaster with our CPM paper. So on this one, we need to heat press it. So you will need a heat press for this option. We are going to do 340 degrees for about 45 seconds, I believe, on this. And the CPM does have a back print. This is a Magic Touch paper. After you get your image printed, we are just going to trim. Doesn't have to be perfect on this because it's going on fabric and it's going to be peeled off afterwards anyway. So just trim out our transfer. We're going to need a piece of parchment. I'm going to fold this one in half as to not waste sheets that we don't need to waste. You can use thermal tape if you want to hold the transfer down. I may eyeball this actually. Let's see. I did a really super light, cute print on it, so I'm trying to line it up correctly. And I think I am going to use a little piece of thermal tape on this just to hold it down. All done. Now this paper we are going to, there we are. This paper is going to be a warm peel. So warm is not right now, not super hot. And don't take it off the heat press or the platen and sit it on something that's going to cool it off too fast. Just going to give it a second here. Okay, we are all peeled. So here's the fabric coaster. So while this is protecting the table from the rings, this mug with tattoo paper is protecting myself from a nervous breakdown. Great, cute, right? Yeah, thought so too. Another thing also you can do, tattoo paper, hardboard coasters. So if you don't like the look of the fabric coaster with the mug, you can do a hard surface coaster. So let's press this little guy, or not press, let's squeegee this little guy. So we're going to peel our little clear sheet off. This one should be pretty easy to line up actually. Yep, there we go. Press that down a little. Come back over here. We're going to get our water. And keep in mind that this is water applied, so some wood may warp if you use water. These little coasters are, I believe, from Hobby Lobby, and they seem to work fine. They have a little, kind of a weird coating on the top of them. Adorable. Yep, and you'll notice at the edges, it will have a little bit of that tattoo adhesive on the edge. You can just smooth those down with your fingers. They'll lay down on the side properly. So cute, right? Okay, if you guys have any questions, let us know. But again, tattoo paper, you can use on hard surface. Use a spray of some kind, a clear coating of some kind if you want it to be more permanent. Magic Touch CPM paper on coasters and tattoo paper on hard coasters. So dual substrates. Have a good weekend.